In this session, we are going to talk about follow-up rules and where most revenue is actually lost. Not because deals weren't good and not because there wasn't interest, but because follow-ups were inconsistent or delayed. If you've ever looked at a lost deal and thought, we should have done a better job on the follow-ups, this video is for you. This is a short session, but it addresses one of the biggest silent killers for most CRM systems. We are going to talk about why relying on memory and tasks alone doesn't work, what proper follow-up should look like inside Zoho CRM, and how to make sure no lead or deal quietly disappears. Very quick intro in case this is the first video you see from me. My name is Lior Izik. I am a business automation specialist and the owner of Amazing Business Results. We are a premium Zoho partner with offices in the US, Canada, and Europe, supporting small and medium-sized businesses since 2013, and we currently hold the most 5-star reviews in the Zoho world. Before we get into it, just a quick reminder that this video is part of our New to Zoho CRM mini-series, and in the description below you will find links in case you want to connect with us, assign us as your Zoho partner, and access a few additional resources. Alright, let's get started. The original recording got corrupted, but the show must go on, so I'm recording it again so we can proceed. When you are looking at the leads list, you will see that you have meetings, calls, and tasks on the left side. Now, you can see that this is a meeting because there is an icon of a meeting. That will be a scheduled call because it's an icon of a call. And also you can see an icon of a task. Now, one more thing that you can do, you can click on it, and then it will open all the related tasks, meetings, and calls for each one of them. Here you can see the task name, you can see the task due date. This one is overdue, don't tell anyone. And you can have the different tasks beside it. If you want, you can also create additional activities, tasks, meetings, and calls. Same thing if I will click also on this phone call, you can see that this is scheduled to tomorrow. And you can see also the name of this activity, and that will be a meeting. And you can see here that they have one meeting, 0 calls, 0 tasks. Now, let's assume that I want to work on this specific record, the one that with the meeting tomorrow. I will click on this lead. I can see the details on it, and on the left side, where you have the related list, you can see that you have open activities and closed activities. The open activities will show me all the future and present things that I need to do. So if I will have a task or a meeting or a call that I'm supposed to do today, they will be under the open activities. Now, one thing that you need to remember, when you have a scheduled call for today or for the future, or you have a meeting for today or future, they will be in the open activities, and the following day, so tomorrow, they are in the past. They will be moved automatically to closed activities. So they will be moved here. If you have a task, the task will not move automatically to closed activities unless you are closing the task. So let's see how it goes. So if I have here a meeting, I will click on the meeting and I will change it from tomorrow to yesterday, to the 21st. Okay, and we'll do here also the 21st. Okay, once I'm going back to the lead, you will see that this meeting got pushed automatically to the past activities, to the closed activities. Okay, you can see that now it moved here. So in the open activities, I have nothing. If I will create a task, the task might be with a due date of yesterday, but as long as the task is open, it will still be here. If I will go ahead and click on the task and close it, only then it will be moved to the closed activities. Now, usually when people work with this way, but I'm not really working like that. I don't work with the tasks, meetings, and the calls, because as you can see, I need to go back and forth to different modules. If you work like that, in this case, you will have a lead, and every time that you are managing the lead and you have a follow-up, you will need to go to the activities, you will need to click on it, and then you will need to schedule it, okay? So this is one way, and you do it using the tasks, meetings, and calls. Most people that working with this way will not work with the calls, they will work with tasks and meetings. So task will be anything that I need to do in the future, such as a follow-up. So I will click here on the task, and I will write follow-up with Emily. She will be back from Miami next week, and the due date will be next week. And I can also create a reminder, let's say the same day or a day before, and then I will click on save. Okay, so this is one option to create a follow-up. Another option is that Emily wants to talk to me, and that will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. In that case, it won't be a task, it will be a meeting or a call. So I will click on the activities, I will go set a meeting, I will write call with Emily. I can have here the location. If I have a location for this call, it might be an online meeting and so on. By the way, you can have also integration with, if you go here online, then you can have a Zoho meeting integration, and then automatically you can create a Zoho meeting link that will be in the email. I can set the time, and when I am happy, I can add participants. So I will have here, for example, Emily. Maybe it's this one, I'm not sure, but let's say yes. Okay, and then I can click on save. Would you like to send the invitation to the guest? Sure. Okay, so now Emily received a notification about this meeting. I got it also, and also it's been scheduled as an open activity for tomorrow. And here you can see that I have call with Emily on the 23rd between 7 to 8 p.m. And she also received an email notification from the system about it. And as you can see also here, you will have an indicator beside the leads that you're supposed to have a follow-up. And this is really how the follow-up system works. If I go to the opportunities, it will be exactly the same way. You will have different opportunities, and for each opportunity, you will have tasks, meetings, and calls. Exactly the same way. I will show you now a different approach, and this is something unique to Amazing Business Results, but at least I will show you a way to do it. Let's go back to the leads. And here you can see that you have a view that is showing you all the leads that we're supposed to work today. So I have 58 leads. In my system, I have thousands of leads, but only 58 are showing. The leads will have the next follow-up. When I'm supposed to follow up with them, which all of them are older leads, which means all of them supposed to be worked on yesterday. You have also a lead from today, and you probably ask yourself why some leads from the 21st are before the 22nd. Doesn't make any sense. But what we created here is a priority system that is managing it based on real priorities. So new lead will receive higher priority than a lead that I tried to reach and they didn't answer. Now, this lead, for example, from the 19th received an higher priority because I sent them an email, they didn't respond, but today they responded. Because of that, the view updated automatically and you see email received, please contact the lead, right? So you have here a priority that is being managed by the system. Now, the entire system is not working with the tasks, meetings, and calls. Whenever I am in a lead and I am managing the lead, for example, follow-up required, the system is asking me when to call and why, or when to contact and why, which means the system is managing it for me. Now, if, for example, right now, if I look at my follow-up system, the next follow-up is supposed to be yesterday, which means I missed it. And the reason is new lead created, please contact as soon as possible. If I will try to call this lead and they don't answer, for example, the system will automatically schedule this lead to tomorrow, and you will see it's being updated automatically soon, to the 23rd. And the reason is attempt to call with no answer, which means me as a salesperson, I don't need to jump back and forth to tasks, meetings, calls. I need to understand what's going on. I need to be on top of updates. I can sell. I can do what I know what to do. I can sell, and the system is updating itself automatically in the background. So that's another approach. The bottom line is for you, you need to understand what works for you, and you need to create some kind of a playbook that works for you as a company. If you need to base yourself on what the market is doing, I don't know if you will get the best results. So bottom line, if you want to use the native way, you will go based on the open and closed activities. And if you want to use a different system, you are more than welcome to contact us and we'll try to help you design something like the follow-up system that I just showed you. Before we wrap up, if this video was helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon. We are releasing one new video in the mini-series every 3 days, and clicking the bell icon will make sure you don't miss the next one. It also really helps this video reach more people through the YouTube algorithm, especially teams that are losing revenue simply because follow-ups are inconsistent. In the next video, we are going to talk about your first 3 automations. These are the automations you should build before AI, before advanced workflows, and before anything complicated. Just the fundamentals that remove delay and human error. If you're new to Zoho CRM, I recommend you watching the series in order. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.